We weren't even sure if we could make it in, but if we did, we'd get to spend the night at our completely off-grid Alaska cabin. Sometimes the best way to truly rest is to head somewhere completely off the beaten path. So Aaron and I, we hauled the tractor out to Willow and made our way to our completely off-grid log cabin nestled along Willow Creek. The goal was simple: clear the snow, open the place back up, and enjoy a little bit of winter adventure here in Alaska. Fortunately, we knew the conditions we were pulling into because some friends had came by and said we had to take a 20 bajillion point turn to even get in and out. But there is a neighbor out here, and that neighbor said use our driveway in order to take the tractor, get all of that, so on and so forth. But this is our access to our cabin. We have to get through all of this. Aaron's warming up the tractor in order to get it unloaded from the trailer really quick, and then we're gonna start going. Look at, I am laughing so hard. Watch Layla. Like, okay, if you see our cabin any other time of the year, oh, this is so deep, and the dogs are just like falling in, but it's kind of firm enough that they're not. Oh my gosh, it's so funny. She starts hopping along.
We gotta make short work of this. Jessica's gotta get inside. All right, let's get after it.
Believe it or not, this area that Aaron is plowing first just to get to our gate and our fences is a borough maintained road out here. And even though we are, you know, off grid, all of those things at this cabin is 100% completely off grid, all that fun jazz. The road should have given us access and just simply doesn't do that, but we knew going in that it wasn't going to. We've had this cabin for a few years now, and the first winter Caleb had to deal with all of this. Aaron and I had to come out, same thing, tractor, whole 9 yards. Last year there was hardly any snow out here, and the neighbors helped keep my mom plowed out. And so this year, because no one's living in the cabin full time, we knew that there's no way we were gonna have access to it without bringing the tractor. Like a hand snow shovel wasn't going to cut it today. Can anyone tell me why this is so much fun? To share something personal with you. Living on a homestead in Alaska has always meant that we might have to do things just a little bit different. We plan ahead, we stay prepared, and we take responsibilities for the what ifs that may come. And that is why having a medical emergency kit from the wellness company has been a stress reducing addition to our home and our emergency preparedness. Instead of scrambling for an appointment, sitting in long waiting rooms, or making multiple trips to the pharmacy while sick and possibly contagious, we now have resources on hand that are designed to help us respond to a wide range of common illnesses. The kit has 8 core prescriptions that treat over 30 conditions like COVID, strep throat, pneumonia, UTI, and more. Now, instead of panicking, stressing, and potentially letting illness get worse out of fear that we can't maybe afford an appointment, instead, we can just open our medical kit from the wellness company, match our symptoms to the doctor's recommendation guide, and start treatment immediately. This is not a first aid kit. It is a mini urgent care and pharmacy right at your fingertips. Now, we fully realize that you might not be in our exact situation, but what if the sore throat, the fever that hit you overnight didn't mean you now had to cancel a family trip, miss work, or waste hours at an urgent care? Ordering is actually really simple. At checkout, you just fill out a short intake form, a licensed doctor reviews it, fill your script, and preventative peace of mind arrives at your home in about a week. It's time to reverse the sick care model. Be prepared, save yourself time and money. The medical emergency kit puts urgent care in your hands. Order your kit now by heading over to twc.health/MHAlaska and use code MHAlaska to save up to $30 off plus free shipping. twc.health/MHAlaska and use code MHAlaska to save up to $30 off plus free shipping. Kits are available to U.S. residents only. So the snow year that Caleb lived out here, the neighbors, they plowed all of this for us and kept it all the way back here. I would never expect them to do that for us to have access when we want to, but we are so grateful for good neighbors that do keep it plowed out when someone is living here. That's one of my favorite parts about Alaska. Everyone really does pitch in and help one another out, and it is such an amazing place and community to be part of. Oh, was that a good one? Was it a good one? We have to get to the Connex in order to get the gas cans. We gotta take the gas cans to town and fill them up real quick and run the generator out here. So we keep gas here and for this cabin, and then we keep our own gas cans and stuff at home, and that way every place is taking care of itself. But I have to be able to get into that in order to have the generator, because the batteries and everything to the cabin are at our house, and so that they're not just getting that deep freeze all winter long. They're kept from freezing. So anyway, long story short, there's no power, no access to power right now, and I can't even get to the porch yet. So fun. Well, I just made a huge mistake. I thought I'll go get the key. I'll get the gate open for him because there's these wires here and it's so deep, and I sunk and my boots are now full of snow. Hold on. I have to get this remedied really quickly because I am actually allergic to the cold. I have cold urticaria, and if that snow stays in my boots and I actually get wet and cold, I can have an allergic reaction, and this whole trip gets cut short and ended for me to get someplace warm. So I have to quickly get this taken care of. Hold on, please hold. Oh. Okay, so somewhere here there are steps. Okay. right, let me open some curtains real quick, get some light in here. I think while Aaron is still getting to the gates and stuff, I'm gonna light a fire really quickly. Really quickly. My mouth is froze. Everything is froze. But that way we can come in and warm up. And I have to find what fire extinguisher is beeping. So let's light the fire real quick. Oh my gosh. It is, let's see what temperature it is inside the cabin. It is a whole whopping 5 degrees Fahrenheit, so -5, -10-ish. I don't actually know how to read the Celsius. So there you go. It is 5 degrees inside this cabin. All right. Pine cones, little fire starter, and some super dry beetle kill spruce. It's gonna get this fire just going. But we want it to burn a little hot right at the beginning because otherwise you'll smoke yourself out. There's so much cold air pushing down on the chimney, it's gonna take just a minute. Oh, it's already drafting nice. All right, that is gonna be nice. Aaron has made it to where he has to get to the gate, and so we'll try and walk our path back, but I was gonna check really quick. It's actually warmer outside than it is inside the cabin, and I wondered why, like my face feels like it's going to start hiving if I don't warm up, and I didn't feel that cold outside, but that's because it's 20 outside, but the cabin is holding all the cold inside because it's an actual log cabin. There isn't insulation like in the walls, but there is insulation in the floors. We put all of the skirting around it, and it really does hold all that in. Well, it's still negative temperatures at night during this week up here in Willow, and so it's just holding on to all that cold. So I've left the door open with the fire going because it's warmer outside than inside. Let's see if we can do this. Okay, try to stay. I need to go to the bathroom. Look at how buried the outhouse is. The shower house, there's a deck underneath all that. Woo! All right, somewhere there's steps here. Try not to fill our boots. Here we go. He is 6 foot 4 inches tall, and you could see right there his waist deep for him. Oh. No B-roll because I'd have to walk back and forth to show you what I'm walking through. I'm not doing it. Now I gotta go to the truck and clean my boots out again. Okay. It's so deep, and it's way more than the snow. Ah.
Don't buy them boots, folks.
Yeah, right. They won't get wet. There's nothing in them that'll get wet. It's just my socks. I don't want my feet cold and wet. They're actually warm. These wool socks are nice. Okay. Now, the fire should last long enough that Aaron can at least, I won't be walking across the giant snow. All right, he's got the road plowed. And we'll need all of this to turn the trailer around. So that is good. And we got the seat down. I don't think they ever grow up. Boys with toys. He is like a kid in the candy store in the snow, and he has moved everything at our homestead. There's nothing left to move, but in reality, he does have to go clear a whole neighbor's place to get our boat out tomorrow. It's gonna go in for routine maintenance before breakup season and before all of those places are full up with business when boats are up and running. So we have a couple of things to do on the jet boat so that we can take it on the big rivers this summer and do a bunch of fishing. So he's just gonna clear snow for 2 days. Him and a man and his tractor. A man and his tractor. Well, the fire is doing amazing. This guy, look at this! Oh my god. Is he laughing? Are you laughing? Now don't break my shovel. High dollar. $3.99. Well, we got him a real shovel now. Icy. It's already 5 o'clock our time, and thank goodness the sun is up so much longer now. The days get longer all of the time. We're headed into spring, and we're doing a lot of this for spring breakup in order to be able to access and come out to the cabin. Plus, any of the snow we move away from it, it will kind of help not saturate the ground so much. And then we've also done, if you look out here, the first year we got the cabin, we hired Osgood Excavating, and what he did is he buried a water tank so that when the house does have an actual bathroom, there will be water and there is a septic. However, we haven't attached a bathroom to the cabin yet, but all of the like groundwork is done for that. And then out here, so that is Willow Creek. That's the river, the swing set and so on. And we had all of this groundwork done so that it slopes everything towards the river. And we have been so fortunate because this cabin sits in just such a way that it has not flooded. Now, that doesn't mean that it can't. The river can like wash out because there's like a stream right over there that feeds into Willow Creek here. And if all of this snow load melted super quickly, it can flood. It's not gonna flood just from like the snow that we're looking at. It's gonna flood from snow from other places. As it builds up, the water builds up, breaks up, all of that fun jazz. So we're about to head into mud season, more kindly known. And the actual road that we came on that's supposed to be maintained, it actually turns into a river, and we have filmed that for you guys before. It literally is just just water running the entire time, just washing over the road the whole way. So we are going into that season here in a minute, and we are just out here checking on things, making sure everything in the off-grid cabin, getting out of the house for the weekend, doing something fun that's just Aaron and I. And this may seem like just a lot of work, but it actually is so enjoyable. I so much appreciate getting out here, moving my body, laughing and joking with him. Like even off camera, he's very funny, and he makes so many jokes the whole time. And he just really enjoys doing stuff like this, and I appreciate that. So I'm gonna throw a couple of logs in. I have food for like a soup. I made a homemade loaf of bread. We have some stuff we want to do here. We want to hang out, have some dinner, just, you know, kind of be at peace with one another in the absolute quiet. Isn't that so peaceful? Isn't that so beautiful? I mean, what an incredible... And there goes the dogs. Look at that bed of coals. It is warming up in here. I could feel it in the air. Let's see. What? This sign had fallen down. I found it. Let's see what temperature we're at now. Woohoo! We are over 20 degrees in the cabin. Almost 30. Almost above freezing. Nice. And let's see. Let's see what Miss Layla is up to. Oh, a blanket and a bed, resting. Mr. Duke is worried he's going to be left here, so he is pacing. Mr. Duke, lay down. Mama would never leave you. I would never leave you. I wouldn't. I wouldn't. Your big sad eyes, what would I do without you? I'd be so sad. I'm going to start warming up this Dutch oven, and then this is our snow pot. I'm going to go fill this on the porch, and we'll start at least have some water to clean up and such. Want some water? Come on. Come on, Bubba. Come on, Bub. Before we lose all the light, if this is your first time at our off-grid cabin, it's my family's cabin. I hate to say like not Aaron's family, but it literally is my biological family's cabin. And so I thought maybe I would just show you around a little bit if you were interested in a fun tour. Like I said, coming in, it is an all log, real log cabin. So the logs that you see inside are the same logs that you see outside. And then it was built several years ago, and we purchased it a few years ago, and it has just been absolutely beautiful. We spent so much time looking around, and when we found this place, the accesses we have to it, the way that it looks, the way that it's laid out, it just is so cute. There's no power in it right now, but when there is power, we can light it up pretty brightly when we have the whole systems. But here's some of the perks that it has. Of course, it has the wood stove. It has an off-grid propane stove. So this is a miniature propane stove. Then there's kind of like the kitchen setup. Eventually we would like to have, you know, running water in here and so on. But when we were here in November, we had planned on coming back in December. It didn't work out. But when we were here for our anniversary type thing, the sink is leaking. So something is broke underneath, but we just use these kind of buckets while we're here, but we're able to do dishes and do all the fun stuff. I'm just spinning around because I'm in one spot. I'm basically in like the living space, the dining room area. We love these. These are propane lights. They're very similar to what you would find like in an Amish home. And they just run totally off grid. They don't need any power to run, but you can light up the place with the propane. So we have those. Pretty decent windows were built into the cabin. And then over in this section, and it's just like a little bit messy right now. This is our inverter, and then this all goes to that big Honda generator that is out there. So we can run power, we can bypass, because normally a big battery goes under the steps there. We can bypass the battery, run it through the inverter, and we can technically run this Toyo. So these narrow little steps lead up. I love that they put so many windows because it does allow, you know, views from each and every direction. Oh, there's our Mr. Aaron still plowing away, trying to get me to the outhouse. Here we go. Still haven't made it. And then this is the full loft. So another window here, out looking. That would be the river over there. The stovepipe runs through here, but it's a loft bedroom. And then that big door, we won't go out there right now, that goes to the deck. There's a deck right there. So that's about it, but it's pretty cozy. The ceilings are real tall up here, so you're not bonking your head. I'll just pull it back. Maybe you can see kind of where the ceiling's out at. But there we have it. Okay. That is melting. That warmed up. Now we attempt to turn a trailer around. So he's gonna pull in this way. He's gonna try and back the trailer up the way that I'm walking. See if he can't get out here, but he made it really, really wide. It's actually wider here than the road coming in. So he did a really good job with the tractor. He just took the corner of the snow out, but don't worry, anything he hits is just fluffy white stuff. Oh, he's doing good. He did it. My warped little ice pot is making all kinds of noise. Now, when we were here in the fall, we did take anything out of here. So that's baking soda in the glass. So we took all the canned goods and things like that to our house, and they will come back in the summertime when someone is here for a long period of time, because Caleb and Destiny are getting married this summer, and so we have so much family coming in, and I cannot wait for the grass to be green, everything to be beautiful, and the creek to be running. And Cody and I might actually plan Destiny's wedding shower to be out here at the cabin. Wouldn't that be so, so beautiful? But I was looking here and thinking, we really do believe in emergency preparedness in our family, and we take emergency kits everywhere. I've shown you that in past videos. I really, really believe strongly in that. And this is not the ad. They already sponsored the video. The ad is over. I do want to tell you something very, very personal. Aaron and I lost our medical insurance at the beginning of this year because of the crazy price increase, and he doesn't have the ability to get that through work. And in our last shopping haul video, Aaron got sick. He ended up having to use antibiotics to get over that. And if we did not have this wellness kit, I honestly don't know in real life what it would have cost us in order to get him to an urgent care and then also get the prescriptions and all those fun things. So I'm gonna go ahead and start some dinner here on the wood stove. It's easiest to make soups, stews, anything like that on a wood stove like this, but you could literally make just about anything. But if you can put it in a Dutch oven, it will just go kind of low and slow for hours, but you literally can fry in these Dutch ovens. So I just grabbed some weird random stuff that needed to get used or that we had around the house, and I had this chorizo, and I think I'm gonna leave it whole, and then when it firms up, I might slice it so that in the soup, because I'm gonna make like a Mexican kind of inspired soup, but I also had some cheese raviolis, but I thought it's gonna work. It's gonna work. I made all this in my head. If it's not good, we won't make it again. Also, my friends Reeve and Crystal from the Flat Tire Farm are going to stop by in a couple of hours just to hang out with Aaron and I and get some girl couple time in, whatever you want to call it. So we'll enjoy this beautiful soup together. I am going to filter this melted snow. Through kind of like a drinking water thing, but it just gets all the stuff out of it. Little leaves and whatnot. And then I have something to wash my hands and do dishes, all that fun stuff. I refilled the snow. I'm gonna turn those over. Oh yeah. Nice. I think those are firm enough that I can slice them and they'll stay. Now to the grease and everything that's in there, I'm just going to do some onion. Kind of sweat them in the little bit of oil that came off the chorizo. And then I had this tiny can of green chilies. I had some chipotles and adobo. About that. Just part of the can, not the whole thing. Now I'm gonna leave them whole. Normally I don't, but then people can pick them out if it's not something that they like to actually eat. Because sometimes the skin on them can be a little bit difficult. But look, that pulled all that brown bits off the bottom. Perfect. And then I have 2 homemade chicken broths, and Aaron has some water that I'll top it off with. So I just sliced up the chorizo and whoops, dog treat. Aaron's back. I think he is trying to get the generator up and running. I'll check in with him, but it is nice and warm in here. I'm gonna pop the lid on this soup. We have more water coming so we can do dishes, all of the things. And I think we're gonna have power here in just a second. Did you get me into the bathroom? Heck yeah! I look outside and he's like, he told me, I'm gonna go get you into the bathroom for you and your friend. And he did, he went, and it was just too much for my little wimpy shovel to handle. So he has got us into the bathroom. We have total access to the cabin. We shouldn't get too much more snow between now and spring. Therefore, anytime we want to come out, we want to hang out, we want to do these fun things for the rest of what little winter we have left, we have total access. So it did take a whole stinking day to get to that point. I'm going to set the brake on the truck so he can load up the... Scurry! Ah! like that scares me. Like I would have freaked out if that was me. And you're just like, doo doo doo. What happened?
Oh, I see.
All I hear is, oh. Good thing there's a giant pillow there to land on.
Man.
Are you gonna wrench it down?
Huh?
You're gonna wrench down the trailer, the tractor, so we can leave if we want to tonight or tomorrow? Okay. Okay, we obviously have power now, a little filming light, and then what's happening now is the generator is just running power into here, and it's sending it throughout the entire cabin. Then the tow is running, it's set at 74, and it's 43 degrees in here right now. It'd be freezing. 43 degrees. My hood is on, I have my sweatshirt on, my underlayers, and then I burnt my pants. You guys, I totally melted them standing next to that wood stove cooking. But it didn't go all the way through to like my underlayers, my pants, my overalls that are underneath. And then these are an insulated overall. So I'm warm and cozy. I don't need my coat inside. And like I said, it's 20 degrees outside. So it was pretty nice today. All in all. Okay, let me check my seat. So last night I went ahead and I ground up some fresh einkorn. That's why this bread is so dark. So I made some homemade einkorn sourdough, and we're going to turn this into some really good grilled cheese sandwiches. Perfect. I just grabbed whatever cheese we had at the house. This is a raw milk, white cheddar, grass-fed. I get it from Azure. Oh, I wish the lighting was better. That's okay. They're beautiful. Look at that. Perfectly browned. So, nothing heats evenly on a wood stove. So you just have to constantly move it back, forth, around, each side. I love it. And then I set the soup over there in that Dutch oven. It's gonna stay warm all the way until everyone gets here. It'll be perfect. I am starving. Aaron is having a little rest. He totally deserves it. We were laughing so hard. He's like, you filmed me moving snow today. And I went, I kind of did. And then came in and made a meal, hung out, cleaned up the kitchen, all of those sort of things. And now I'm gonna get a good visit with a friend, and I can see their headlights coming down the road. So I just did some store-bought chips, a little salsa, the grilled cheese. I like pickles with mine, so I brought some pickles. I set the soup over here. I heated up some store-bought cheese sauce. La 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 la. There they are. Little tomato, onion, cheese, bowls. I thought for dessert, look who's in town. Girl Scout cookies. And then some nuts from our pantry. Total impromptu. Hey, do you guys want to come over, say hi, all of that? And they're like, yeah, we'll be done. We'll be there about 7:30. So they're here now, and I'm gonna welcome them, and we'll get some dinner. Whoop. What do you hear? I think someone's here. Hi, hello. Hi, Papa. Welcome. Hi, Leila. Is it warm?
Yes,
Yeah, I started to sweat. I was like, man, she's new.
What are you up to? Oh my gosh, it's so nice and warm in here.
It's so cozy. Come here, say hi. Mr. Reed will love you to death.
I'm sorry.
Aww.
Oh, you're a
She's like, did you
sweetheart.
want my paw?
Oh my gosh, she's so cute.
I love it.
Oh, I'm so glad you guys are out here.
Leave your shoes on.
Okay.
Because we've been in and out all day. Good morning. We obviously stayed last night. We just enjoyed some time with our friends. I'm scrubbing everything down really quick before we leave. And then Aaron and I are about to head home. Yes, I'm gonna roll up the vacuum and grab my boots. You've taken everything else to the truck. Okay, friends, we are finished. We're wrapping up, we're rolling out, everything's wiped down. We kind of vacuumed and cleaned just so that the next time that we come, it is just you walk in and you're ready. You light a fire, you enjoy yourself, all of that fun stuff. Super blessed to have a beautiful weekend with Aaron and some good friends. We did a bunch of snow removal, and by we, Aaron did a bunch of snow removal, and I'm so happy. I am just going home. I don't know if you can see my face. I have no running water. I haven't washed anything, but I am rested. I am rested. So thank you for joining our video. Thank you for being part of the channel. If you haven't yet, please hit that subscribe button. If you ring the bell, you get notifications and you don't miss anything that happens on our channel. Aaron's shutting down all the power so that we can get out of here. If you just saw that light change. With that, I hope that you're blessed. I hope you have a beautiful week ahead of you. I hope you find a reason to be thankful, grateful, reflect, enjoy the life that you are blessed with as well. And I hope that you'll be back to see me in the next video. Bye for now. Are you ready to go home? Layla, you find a spot to sit? Go see Wyatt? Go home to Wyatt?